There are enough dusty cars. There are enough cars in Dusty Trip to feed the whole country. But which one brings you the most joy and which one brings you the most pain? I am going to be brutally honest with every single one. The basic rusty car is my personal favorite, but it cannot be S tier because it's just pure garbage. If anyone sees you driving this, they're gonna straight up think you're homeless, which might be a good thing because you'll get money for free. This comes with the worst engine in the entire game. It is an absolute miracle getting this thing to at least 50 kilometers per hour. But on the bright side, it has many space. You can bring all your friends and you can actually put one body in the trunk, which is quite practical. Keep in mind, some of the cars we're going to review don't have any of this. Since this is a completely free car, you get this from the Dusty Gods from day one. It deserves A tier for the swag. This thing brings back the best memories you'll ever have in this game. Now, after playing this game for about 4 hours, my monkey brain realized there's a second free car. The Vantage, just like the Classical, is a gift from higher beings. Some people might not agree with me. I think this is one of the best cars in the game, especially if you put the big wheels on. Not only you get a perfect off-roader, it also provides tons of space to hide bodies, luxurious interior, and your engine at your fingertips. This is going straight to S tier just for the fact it's completely free. The Key Truck, a two-person vehicle you could completely get for free. For a small price of 2,500 caps, you could drive this beauty. I'll be honest, this is one of those cars I never drove because it's just purely embarrassing. If any of your friends see you driving this, that's a straight up unfriend on Roblox. But it's one of the only vehicles you can get without spending any Robux, so it feels bad giving it a D tier. Let's go for C. Plus, the car mechanic has one. I guess the developers don't pay him enough. The ATV. I would say this is one of those hate it or love it vehicle. If you're lonely, have no friends, this is the perfect vehicle for me. This has to be a solid B tier vehicle. The Lamborghini truck, one of my personal favorites. This is a vehicle that gets you through all the danger, all your needs. Everything on this is just top notch. I really want to give it an S tier, but again, this thing costs 1,700 Robux. Let me repeat that. 1,700. You can get 3 prime bottles for the same price. You're going down 1 tier. A solid A tier vehicle. And you know what? You go before the basic car. The flame truck was like one of the first things you could get for Robux. It is not bad. Feels like a better version of the van. You also get tons of space for all your friends or bodies. But let's be honest. What are those wheels? This is straight up giving me depression. If the wheels were like 5-6 inches bigger, it would be a perfectly designed car. Even the interior is good. You have 4 seats. I have to drop this down to A tier. I'm sorry, buddy. Formula 1 car. The first most expensive vehicle you could get. You had to gamble your way through it. I've burned like 20,000 Robux just for a chance of getting it. It was terrible, but once you start driving that thing, everything changes. It's amazing. But again, the Robux, Dusty Trip, please, you have to make them cheaper. This is S tier, but the fact that you have to burn 30,000 Robux, it goes B tier. Nightshade. This was right after the formula. I was very excited about getting the Nightshade. Do you see my excitement in the thumbnail? I have never gambled this amount of money on a virtual item. Yes, it was really fast. It was a stable car, but once you hit something, it just flipped over. And you couldn't use it anymore. You spent 30-40k Robux, and this is what you got. Disappointment. I have to be brutally honest with myself. If this was like 1,000 Robux, 2,000 Robux, it would be good. But 40,000 Robux. This is C tier. When I first saw the camper van, I thought it was going to be the worst car they've ever made. It just didn't look appealing. You know, it's just a big truck that doesn't go fast. But the quest was amazing. Even though it was lots of pain, it was fun. It was also completely free. Now, as a whole package, if you take the quest, the fact it's free, this is an S tier. It's just so cool driving a camper van. It feels like I'm going through a middle-life crisis. R1702, aka the McLaren P1. This car is impossible to flip, which instantly makes it one of the best cars you can get, especially if you have a monkey brain like me. It literally doesn't matter how recklessly you drive. You can be going 300 and just don't care. But then the update came in. Now, after the update, this car went from S tier to one of the worst cars you can drive. You literally travel 500 meters and this car sucks up the whole cooling canister. All 5 liters. How is that even possible? It's like if this was a toilet with a flush button. Anytime you start the car, it just automatically flushes everything down the drain. Now, it might be a bug, but until this bug gets fixed, it's It's a D tier. I'm sorry. I love this car. It would have been an S tier, but it's unusable. The Summit is an off-roading vehicle, which was supposed to be a better version of the regular van. It went fast, like 200 kilometers per hour. No problem. Good fuel efficiency. You guys don't care about that stuff. It was for Roblox. Guys, I can't give it S tier. It's going to be like B or C. It's not as cool as Flame Vehicle. You go right under. This is a good position. G-Wagon. Now, this one, you could get this one by doing the seasonal pass. So if you complete the season five times, you get to drive a G-Wagon. That is a cool idea, but who has time? If it was like once or twice, but 5 times, now you could buy all 35 levels 5 times, which would be 5,000 Robux. Let's be honest, this is not going to be worth 5,000 Robux. So if you are going to chew through all the seasonal passes, it could be a good car. Technically, it's a free car, so it's either going to be A or B tier. It's so hard to get. I play this game all the time. Not even close. The Apex Racer. This car can go 2,500 meters with 9 liters of fuel. Just the fact that they have to state the fuel economy is never a good thing. And most of all, on this channel, we support green vehicles. This has a carbon footprint of 30 cars. D tier. Same thing with this car. It has even worse range. 4 liters of gas for 1,000 meters. How is this even legal? D tier. Bad carbon footprint. We do not support this type of stuff here. The Phantom car. I don't even have this one. It's for the premium pass. Guess what the people are saying? Pay to win. Worse than van. That is never a good review. This vehicle is semi-efficient but uses high amounts of gas, oil, and water. High amounts of gas. I'm sorry, buddy. The RS6 wagon. You can get this by completing the season battle pass. No one cares. It's not fast. 100 kilometers per hour is absolute tragedy. Imagine farming up for this car and pulling this type of speed. I want to be driving 300 kilometers per hour. Also, this vehicle, not efficient, but it is for free. It is going C tier. The Stinger car was obtainable for free. I didn't get one. 9 liters of gas, 2,000. This is the same story over and over again. We need more efficient vehicles. I hope they will add an electric. All right, now we get to the 2 most controversial cars, the helicopter. Now, I've seen tweets of people spending 100,000 Robux and not getting it. I personally spent like 10,000 Robux and we still don't have it. And we're most likely never gonna have it. However, I did get a chance to drive this beauty or fly it. You literally feel like you're cheating when you fly this. And I guess that's the point since it's so expensive. If you make a video on it, then you somehow could get the money back. So it's like an investment, I guess. But if you just play this game for fun, you're never spending this much money. It is definitely S tier, but the price, we can't put it S tier. I'm giving A. Last but not least, the truck. This is the latest vehicle, the biggest vehicle added to Dusty Trip. Quite expensive, but if you want to hurl down the highway 500 kilometers per hour, this is it. Nothing is as fast, as stylish, easy to drive. Out of all the Robux vehicles, I think this one's the best. It is going to S tier, joining the camper van and the basic van. Let me know if you guys agree. This is going to be it. Bye.